Hey Trevor, this is going to be a quick video of my SI Lead Manager software. I'm going to run you through a few scenarios that I think most people will take when using my program. So when they first go into it, they will have an option to enter a single lead, import from CSV file, or import from a old version of my software. So I'm going to import from a CSV file a couple records. Click the button. Select the leads, give it a lead type, call them probate. It's a general leads. Tag it with some information, and we'll match the fields from the Excel file to the database fields. Property address, property city, state, and zip. These are the Excel file fields. First name, last name, address, city, state, and zip. You also have options for further information. You can add additional, say you have a contact for an attorney or executor or another owner or other contact. You can add lien information on the import, and you can add additional property information. I don't need any of that for this Excel, so I won't go that much further. You can preview the data. These are the leads from the Excel file that will be coming in. If you had any errors or invalid zip codes or state codes, they'll show up here as not being imported. So these are okay. Hit import leads. Shows you the stats on what was imported and what was not. Finish. Now my leads have been entered in. This is the dashboard that you can see recently viewed, newly added, which are these, and ones that need attention. We don't have anything else in the system except for these new leads, so none of these will show anything else. So now you have the leads in your system. Go to the Properties Manager area and view these. You can do a search for, say, 59 Shawnee. Get 59 Shawnee. We'll delete that search. So the next thing you'd probably want to do is create a mailing campaign. So let's create a campaign based off all the leads that were entered into the system so far. Action, select all, action, create campaign. Confirm yes. Give it a name. Select the type of campaign. These campaigns are templates that you can set up in the system. I have by default a single mail campaign set up there, and also a multi-level campaign. And there's 3 different letters that will be sent out over a period of time. So we have the name of the campaign. We've selected the template, the start date. We'll start this next Tuesday. The dates get adjusted. Then we'll create the campaign. It's pretty quick. And to view this campaign, we go to the Campaigns tab. And here's the campaign we just created. Double click on it to get the details. There's 3 mailings. Click Edit to see which leads are being mailed. Hit OK. Now if we want to print them, the Action menu, print the letters. And this is the first letter in the series. See, there's 24 mailings, 24 letters. You can move through them and you can print them out. You can export them to a PDF file to send to somebody, or you can do whatever you want with this. So we close this up. You can see that the mailing has been set to printed. So after you do all your printing and you're sending it in the mailbox and it's on their way, come back in here and mark this as mailed. They'll ask you to adjust the future dates. Since I'm mailing this early, it will adjust the future dates back, the difference between today and this, so it'll be 3 days. say yes. This keeps you on schedule and makes sure that if you're late, that you don't have your next mailing going out shortly after the previous mailing. Keeps everything spaced right. So we can close this. This line now reflects that we're on the second mailing, and it's going to be sent out on 3/17. Another thing you'll probably want to do is add some buyers to the system. Quick way to add a buyer is go to the dashboard, click new buyer, enter in myself. Phone number, email. Give myself a 5-star rating. You can adjust the ratings. So I'm a top line buyer for myself. I am a wholesaler. And after this, I'll view my full buyer detail. So I want to add my target areas. So hit OK. We get the full buyer edit window. And now this is you can add some additional information, more address, more emails, fax, and social media links, or some general comments about me. Next, I would want to add some target areas. So add new, state New Jersey. I target Morris County. I can also specify a city or a zip code if I want to generalize even further within a county. So we'll do that in another county. Say Morris County. We also want Sussex County. But we only want to do it on a city. So the city we want is just Hepatcon. So okay. So now I am targeted for Morris and Hepatcon. If I went to properties, and if I had any properties in the system that were in Morris County or Hepatcon, they would show up in the properties area. Additionally, if you went to a property, clicked in there, and you went to the buyers area, and you had a buyer who was looking, you had multiple buyers who were looking for Hepatcon, New Jersey, they would show up in here as well. So you can easily just go to the action menu and email the property sheet to any of those buyers. So for the properties, you can actually add a whole bunch of more information for this. So we'll go into this property. Here's the general property information. All the units, the bedrooms, the bath, square footage, house type, all this preloaded. You have amenities, you have a garage, attached, heating, electric, in-ground pool, some sales information. You have the ARV of the house, days on the market if it's listed, and the sale date if it's been sold. You also have some custom fields, which I don't have any set up, but you can add up to 30 custom fields and they'll show up here. Stuff like if there's a probate, you can add the probate case number. So if you go into reporting, there's some default reports that I have set up. Some of these, the letter reports, that one, that one, that one, and that one, they are used in the campaign templates. And we also have a property sheet. We can go into that. And this is the general property sheet that you'll see if you go into a lead and click print property sheet. And you can also have an envelope template, so you can print out your envelopes. And if you want to create a new report, you just hit new report. Select your data source, say with property, and we want to look at contact information. Hit OK. Get the report designer, add a label, add some fields, the address, city, state, and zip. I have a video tutorial on showing how to create certain types of reports. I'm not going to get into that here. If you want to go dig further into it, you can. I'll show you. I'll give you a link in the email I send you along with this video on where to find the additional videos that I have set up for supporting tutorials. So then we can take a preview of this report. And it's simply just listing all the properties I have in the system right now, but you get the idea. And you can save it. No, that's saving the preview. You have to save the template. It's a standard report. Close that up. There's your test. You can preview it here by double clicking on it. So you can use this and create any number of reports to keep track of things like response rates and where your properties are mainly located and anything to that event. The average amount you're paying, whatever you like. It's very flexible, very powerful, and it's pretty cool. Come here and go to these areas. This is my help site. It has video tutorials. I think there's about 60 or 70 video tutorials for how to do things in the software. That's a pretty broad overview of the software. It's a little longer than 5 minutes that you were looking for. I'm going to create another video to send along with this one that shows you how my importing leads directly from Gravity Forms works. So thanks, and if you have any questions, let me know.